10 people have been arrested and fined, and 4 people are expected to be charged following violent clashes on the steps of Parliament House in Melbourne. Demonstrators were protesting the current lockdown and were joined by others, including anti-vaxxers, some blaming the pandemic on 5G, and those calling for the arrest of Bill Gates.
OK, let's get today's take on this with Shelley Horton from 9honey.com.au and comedian Vince Sorrenti. And I mean, look, the restrictions are finally easing. These protests feels like maybe a few weeks ago it could be like, all right, I get it, but why now?
Well, look, I'm all for these people sort of wanting to get out of lockdown a bit quicker, but getting into bed with these other kooks is not the way to do it. I mean, like, vaccination is bad for you, 5G is causing coronavirus, the earth is flat, Donald Trump is an alien, Osama bin Laden is alive and living in Adelaide. I mean, come on. I mean, the minute we get into arguments with these people, it's like having an argument with a pot plant. The only one that looks like an idiot is you. I mean, I believe in freedom and liberty and all that sort of stuff, but these people need to get out of the way, for God's sake.
The problem is, Shelley, right, with some of these people is that one of the signs, and I've got it made up here, hopefully we can put it up on the screen right now, that one woman has put up here, and she's got a lot of mixed messages on here. Do we have that photo? I don't know if we do. But one of them, there it is right there, and you can see there's a lot of Americanisms on there. There's a lot of stuff like arrest Hillary Clinton and Epstein Island and stuff, but there's one that she's written in herself, ritual child sacrifice. I mean, you've got to realise that when you're printing that, I mean, OK, you can fall for a lot of stuff on the internet, but if you're putting that on there and saying that that's an issue in this country, you need to get off Facebook.
That's exactly right. So what I'm feeling is I try to dig deep and try and find some empathy for these people, because I'm like, they must be coming from a place where they're scared or they're very frustrated about lockdown, but I just couldn't find any empathy for them, because you know what? I just wish we had a vaccine for stupid, because that is what they're doing. Do not follow the advice of some kook on Facebook. Please follow the advice of our doctors and scientists. We are so close to opening our doors again. We don't want a protest like this could put us back weeks. So I think that if they have the right to protest, the police have the right to arrest them. And what we need to remember now is we're so close. If even one of those people had the coronavirus, that could actually put the economy back by another couple of weeks, and that is incredibly selfish, so they need to be put in their place.
Yeah, some troubling scenes, and you know, they had a lot of their younger kids there as well. And let's move on though to the next topic. A Sydney chef has slammed the 10-person limit for restaurants and cafes, saying it's not financially viable for larger venues.
I believe we're going to lose about 30 to 40% restaurants in the next 2 or 3 months if it continues as bad as it is.
Yeah, there are calls for the state government to reduce payroll and fringe benefit taxes to help the industry stay afloat. Shelley, do you think the 10-person rule is viable for restaurants and cafes?
I don't think it is viable, and I've spoken to quite a few people in the industry, and they are running at a loss right now, even with the help of JobKeeper. So what I think, though, is we need to understand this is part of a 3-step plan. It's not going to fix the industry by having 10 people in a restaurant. Their profit margins are so slim anyway. What it is going to do, though, is start getting people back into the habit of going out. So at the moment, I think we just have to suck it up and do the right thing and slowly show that we can open a restaurant and have social distancing. And I think the government really does need to subsidise a lot of these restaurants. I think hospitality and entertainment have been hit so incredibly hard. But the end is nigh. Like, we can see an end here. We want to actually keep going. So let's not get too caught up with what may happen for just 3 weeks, because we want to get to the next stage.
Vince, what do you reckon? Do you miss sitting out and having a good meal?
Well, look, I think the only winner here is going to be indigestion, because to have 10 people in a restaurant, you know, you've got 10 minutes to sort of order, eat and get the hell out of there. They might as well keep them closed. And this is the argument. These people are doing it tough, like entertainers are too. We can't work. I mean, I can't see the day when there's going to be 100, 200, 500 people in the room for us comics to keep working. So I deeply empathise with these restaurateurs. You might as well keep them closed than open them for 10 people.
Yeah, it's hard when they're juggling the takeaway, which a lot of them are doing as well. Shelley and Vince, stay with us when we come back. Hung out to dry. The politician slammed for buying his wife a clothesline for Mother's Day.
Oh. Plus, outrageous or is it just a laugh? The AFL star copping a roasting for using his wife as a mop in a viral video. It's all happening in Australia, isn't it?
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. A Queensland senator is being slammed for buying his wife a clothesline for Mother's Day. Matt Canavan posted the image on Twitter boasting that he'd installed a 100% Aussie-made product.
All right, Shelley Horton and Vince Sereni are here to discuss this. Shelley, I don't know what went on in their household before this present was called. Maybe she asked for it. But one user commented saying the 1950s called and they want their Mother's Day present back. What do you think of this?
Look, never, ever, ever buy your mum a cleaning product for Mother's Day. That is just the rule, okay? What I think, though, is this has been a bit of a clumsy tweet because I think he was trying to prove that he wasn't buying Chinese-made Hills Hoist. He was actually buying an Australian-made clothesline. But just by adding that last bit on about Mother's Day, it's completely been lost. But yeah, general rule, never buy cleaning products for Mother's Day. The end.
Well, you know, Vincey maybe got her the vacuum cleaner last Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how would your wife react if you bought her a clothesline as a kid?
Not very well. I think that the first thing hanging on that clothesline would be me by the neck. I love his justification, though. It was an Aussie-made product. So, yeah, sorry, officer, I did run that guy down, but it was an Aussie-made car. It's okay.
Look, I got to say that I don't know what happened in Matt Canavan's household. Maybe they both agreed this is what we're going to spend our money on and blah, blah, blah.
Money's tight, so she probably they probably needed one because it was falling down. So she's like, just get me one for Mother's Day.
Maybe the kids spun around on the other one and broke it like we all did. But that's different to this one. This is the AFL superstar Joel Selwood has found himself in hot water over a TikTok video of him using his wife as a mop to clean the house. In the now deleted clip, he dunks his head, seen here, into a bucket before using her hair to jokingly clean the floor. She's laughing, he's laughing. Vince, people are divided on social media. I say she considered to be a mop. This seems like they're a laugh. I don't believe she's been used as a mop. I don't believe she really is a mop. What do you think?
I've never heard that sentence. She consented to be a mop.
You're welcome.
That's pretty weird, you know. Look, whatever you got to do to get through lockdown, do it. I say it looks like they're having fun, but really? I mean, who sits around thinking, I wonder what persons in my family I can use as a cleaning implement? Ooh, that kid might make a good squeegee. Oh, I might clean the toilet with you. How about that?
Well, you know, have you ever put sponges on your kids' hands and feet?
Or the dogs?
Or the dog. I've never done that, by the way. But, I mean, Shelley, his wife, she doesn't seem to be upset in the video. She's got a huge smile on her face. Are you offended by it?
Absolutely not. This is just a bit of fun. I mean, TikTok is entertaining. And the thing is, only about 10% are funny, and this one I don't think is funny. One of my favourites is actually called the Ride Me Challenge, where women bend over and their ponytail looks like a horse. So I think I've got some vision of that one to show you. And I mean, people could say women are being called horses' asses, but in fact, it's just really funny. Look at this. I love it.
I just think that was called the Ride Me Challenge. Really scared me for a second there, but but look, yeah. So Vince, in summing up, Matt Canavan, no. Joel, yes.
Yes, and Joel's wife's hair has never looked so good. That sheen now, it's fantastic.
I think she did shampoo and condition. Maybe she did the two lots. Shampoo first and then condition.
Yeah, perfect. All right, well, thank you too. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks, everyone. Still to come, the ballerinas from around the world dancing as one for an important cause. We'll be back right after this.